The evening rain has stopped. A soft mist now clings to the old stone walls. Lanterns are beginning to flicker on. They line the narrow, winding lane. Their golden light shimmers on wet cobblestones. The air is cool and clean. It smells of damp earth and distant wood smoke. You can hear the gentle drip of water from thatched eaves. A single church bell marks the hour. Its sound travels clearly across the valley. Feel the profound quiet of this place. As you settle into this stillness, you might notice your shoulders begin to soften. Let them release the weight of the day. Welcome to our sleep story for tonight. Tonight we will journey together. We will explore the gentle heart of an English village. Our story begins in the warm pre-dawn glow of a bakery. You will feel the soft, yielding dough beneath your hands. You will smell the comforting scent of fresh bread. From there, we will step into a sunlit garden. We will visit the quiet world of Beatrix Potter. We will see the real places that inspired her famous little books. We will discover how she found peace in the countryside. Our attention will then turn upward. We will gaze upon a magnificent church. It was built from honey-colored stone by wealthy wool merchants. We will trace the stories told in its stained glass windows. Finally, our journey will lead us inside one of their homes. We will rest by the fire in a grand timber-framed house. We will experience the quiet comforts of a day well lived. This is a story of simple work and timeless beauty. It is a story of finding peace in the rhythm of village life. If you're enjoying these stories, please like and subscribe. It helps us share more peaceful moments with you. We would love to know you are here. Leave a comment with your story requests or simply tell us where you are listening from tonight. Your hand reaches out in the cool darkness. It finds the rough, familiar texture of the wooden door. You step out of your small room. The air is still and silent before the dawn. A single oil lamp casts a long, flickering shadow. It guides you down the narrow stairs. The floorboards are cool beneath your bare feet. You move without a sound. This is a journey you have made 1,000 times. You enter the heart of the bakery. The great brick oven is a dark shape in the corner. Its iron door is cold to the touch. You open it carefully. A faint warmth breathes out from within. A few embers still glow softly in the deep gray ash. You add kindling and small logs of dry wood. You gently blow on the embers. A tiny flame awakens. It dances and grows stronger. Soon, a comforting warmth begins to fill the space. The room feels safe. It feels like home. You turn to the long wooden bench. It is dusted with a fine layer of white flour. You measure out flour, water, yeast, and salt. Your hands know the quantities by heart. You begin to mix the dough. It feels soft and yielding beneath your fingers. You push the dough forward. You fold it back again. A slow, steady rhythm begins. It is a quiet meditation in the half-light. As your hands work, you might notice your jaw relaxing. Let any tension there simply melt away. The dough comes alive under your care. It becomes smooth and elastic. You cover it with a clean linen cloth. You leave it to rest in the growing warmth. Later, the dough has risen beautifully. It is soft and pillowy. You gently divide the large mound into smaller pieces. You shape them with practiced ease. There are round cottage loaves with their little hats on top. There are long, crusty loaves scored with a blade. You shape small, sweet buns for the children. Each one is a small promise of comfort. You slide them into the hot oven on a long wooden peel. The work is simple, it is honest, and it brings a quiet feeling of satisfaction. Soon an incredible scent fills the air. It is the warm, wholesome smell of baking bread. It drifts out into the lane. It is the village's morning alarm clock. You pull the first loaves from the oven. Their crusts are a deep golden brown. They make a soft crackling sound as they cool. You arrange them on wooden racks in the shop window. The sun is just beginning to rise. Its pale light filters through the glass. It illuminates tiny motes of flour dancing in the air. The day passes in a gentle rhythm. The bell above the door jingles softly. The murmur of friendly voices fills the shop. You see the whole village pass by your window. Then, as dusk settles, the pace slows. The last customer leaves with a warm loaf. You sweep the floors and wipe the benches clean. You step outside for a moment. The cool evening air is a welcome relief. The first gas lights are flickering to life along the lane. A deep sense of peace settles over you. The simple peace of this work feels timeless, a feeling an artist might seek. That thought of an artist follows you as your work ends. Your mind drifts from the warm bakery. It travels to a sun-dappled country garden. A different kind of quiet creation is taking place here. A woman sits on a low stone wall. The stones are still cool from the morning mist. Her name is Beatrix. A small sketchbook rests on her lap. Her pencil moves with quiet precision. She is capturing the delicate curl of a fern frond. Her focus is absolute. Her breath is slow and steady. This garden is her sanctuary. It is a world she built for herself. It is far from the noise of the cities she left behind. She had spent years in a stuffy London room. Her world was small and carefully managed, but her mind was always exploring. She studied insects under a microscope. She painted fungi with scientific detail. She saw a universe of wonder in the smallest things. Now, here in the countryside, her spirit could finally breathe. She bought this small farm with her own money. It was a quiet act of independence. It was a promise she made to herself. A plump duck waddles past. It quacks softly, inspecting a puddle. Beatrix smiles. She sees a character in that determined walk. She sees a story waiting to be told. Her garden is full of such friends. A little hedgehog snuffling in the leaves, a rabbit nibbling clover near the gate. She does not just see animals, she sees personalities. She sees their secret lives. She gives them names and voices. She gives them little coats and hats. She shares their small adventures in her little books. Her work is a gentle rebellion. It is a quiet insistence on the importance of small creatures. It is a celebration of the overlooked and the humble. Her watercolor box is beside her. The small cakes of color wait patiently. There is soft green for moss on the wall. There is earthy brown for the rich soil. There is a bright, clear blue for a bird's egg. Each color is a piece of this peace she has found. She found her purpose not in grand halls, but here, among the vegetable patches and the wildflowers. As the sun climbs higher, she closes her sketchbook. There are other duties to attend to. She is not just an artist, she is a farmer now. She raises hardy Herdwick sheep. She learns the rhythms of the seasons. She feels the deep connection to this land. This work grounds her. It makes her art real and true. It is a love for the place itself. Her love for the landscape was as solid as the ancient stone of the village church. This same deep feeling is made of solid stone. It is found at the great church at the village heart. Its silent tower rises from the valley floor. It was built from the very limestone beneath the fields. The stone itself seems to hold the sunlight. It glows with a warm, honey-colored light. This is a wool church, a testament to the wealth that came from the land. It was a gift to the village from its merchants, a statement of faith that reaches for the sky. A heavy oak door swings open on quiet hinges. Stepping inside, the air changes instantly. It is cool and still. It smells of old stone, beeswax, and centuries of prayer. The noise of the village green falls away. A profound silence takes its place. It is a silence that feels ancient and deep. Your own breath seems to soften in this quiet space. Sunlight pours through enormous windows. The walls seem less like stone and more like lace. They hold vast panes of colored glass. The light is not white here. It is transformed. It becomes pools of deep ruby red and sapphire blue. The colors paint the pale stone floors. They tell stories without words. In one window, a shepherd watches his flock. His face is turned toward a brilliant star. In another, a ship sails on a sea of blue glass. It carries bales of wool to distant ports. If you look closely at the corner of a scene, you might see the merchant himself. He is shown kneeling in prayer. His face is small, but his pride is evident. He paid for this window. He wanted his story to live in light. The gaze travels down from the windows. It settles on the rows of dark wooden pews. The wood is worn smooth by countless hands. On the end of one bench is a small carving. It is a sheep with a thick, curly fleece. Another shows a pair of shears used for shearing. These are the small, honest details of the lives that built this place. These symbols are everywhere. They are a quiet reminder of the work that made this grand vision possible. The stone floors are uneven in places. They are worn down by generations of footsteps. All of life's moments have passed through here. The lives of the merchants who built it were woven into the very fabric of the town. The lives of the merchants who built it were woven into the very fabric of the town. One of them walks home as twilight deepens. His house is tall and proud on the market square. Dark timbers make patterns against pale plaster walls. Its windows are made of small diamond-paned glass. They glow with a warm, inviting light from within. A servant opens the heavy door before he reaches it. He steps from the cool evening air into a pocket of warmth. The door closes on the world outside. The sounds of the village fade to a distant murmur. Inside, a great fire burns in a stone hearth. The flames crackle and hiss a cheerful song. Their light flickers across the dark wood of the walls. Thick wool tapestries show scenes of the hunt. They keep the drafts away. The air smells of wood smoke, roasted meat, and beeswax. It is the scent of security, the scent of a life well made. His family is already gathered in the great hall. Their faces are soft in the candlelight. They sit at a long table of dark polished oak. Servants move quietly in the shadows. They bring platters of food and fill goblets with wine, a drink from a sunnier, distant land. The merchant eats slowly. He savors the taste of pepper and clove on his tongue. These spices have traveled far across the sea. Each bite is a small reminder of his success. His risks have brought these rewards. They have brought this comfort to his family. After the meal, he sits in a high-backed chair. It is placed near the hearth. He can feel the gentle heat on his face. The wool of his robes is soft against his skin. He watches the fire. He thinks of the day's trade. He pictures the ships carrying his wool across the water. A flicker of worry, a familiar guest, comes and goes. The sea is unpredictable. Fortunes can change like the weather. But tonight, in this room, there is only peace. His breathing slows. The warmth seems to travel through him. It eases the tired muscles in his back and shoulders. The great house is quiet now. The servants have cleared the table. His children are asleep in their beds upstairs. There is only the soft sound of the fire, the steady rhythm of the old clock in the corner. His achievements feel distant. The stone church, the bustling trade, the fine house, they all dissolve into this one simple feeling, a quiet gratitude for the day's end. Yet even in a grand house, the day ends with the simple, universal need for rest. The warmth from the baker's oven and the merchant's hearth settles deep within you now. The quiet peace of the sunlit garden and the stillness of the great stone church belong to this moment. Feel the simple gratitude of a journey brought gently to its close, a story of timeless beauty and honest work. Let these images drift through your mind like colored light upon the stone floor. Allow yourself to sink into the deep comfort that is waiting for you here. There is nothing left to do. There is nowhere else you need to be. Rest now, carrying the peace of these gentle places with you. Good night.